Dear professor and teachers, the theme of the paper I published today is the case of the characteristics and applicability of student-achieves at Chinese Higher Vocational and Technical College. Using a Higher Vocational and Technical College student-achieves as an example, with use instruction, private research, case study analysis, applicable process, and conclusions related to the aspect to explain this paper to you. The first instruction. In order to more effectively cultivate innovative techniques, every higher educational institution must actively develop aesthetic education course, improve course themes, and beauty the school student achieves. However, Chinese higher education institution, four-year undergraduate institution, still have many different compared with the student achieves at three-year higher vocational and technical college. This is mainly relative in two aspects. The first of this is different internationally. The second of this is different between the artwork that the school display. As an art-focused service at a higher vocational and technical college, I have guided and managed a student achieves after interviewing and communicating with multiple art-focused services from other higher vocational and technical colleges. I found that in higher vocational and technical colleges, student achieves was the same as most other art achieved at higher vocational and technical college, regardless of whether it was enrolling new student basis on the college interest examination or establishing new departments. They were very similar in terms of their four-year undergrad institutions. However, the student achieves were still able to achieve substantially breakthrough in their technical college. At the third areas market study of a higher vocational and technical college student achieve to summary and put forward applicable proposals regarding the characteristics of higher vocational and technical college based on the full perspective of managed systems, student structures, teaching streets, and activity scope. The second, previous research. This paper's previous research stems from academic paper and dissertation related to student achieves at higher education institutions. Therefore, key rules the distinction functionally, and the primary research condition included three main types. The first primarily focus on research related to the meaning and purpose of student achieves. The second primary focus on research related to student achieves as well as ideology and politics. And the third primarily focus on research related to the construction and management of student achieves. During this research, also there was research about the construction and management of student achieves. The research related to the achieves management didn't include that related to their characteristics and applicability. Moreover, most of research on student achieves at higher education institutions mostly focus on student achieves at four-year undergrad institution, where there was a limited amount of research about student achieves at higher vocational and technical college. Furthermore, there was an extremely small amount of published core journals and dissertations related to the student achieves. At the third, I chose process related to the characteristics and applicability of student achieves at higher vocational and technical college as my aspect of innovation. This paper signifies as based on relations The distance between the development of student achieves at higher vocational and technical colleges versus at undergraduate institutions and primary balance is higher as sector education. The third, a case study analysis of the student achieves at a higher vocational and technical college. This case study analysis was primarily divided into three sections, and the first, an overview of a higher vocational and technical college. The second was an analysis of its current situation and a description of the characterization. In the overview of a higher vocational and technical college, this paper defined Chinese higher vocational and technical college and their student achieves and used step 1 to display the three development stages of the student achieves and a higher vocational and technical college. The analysis of the current situation of a higher vocational and technical college, I use step 2 to step 8 combined with interviews of the first advisors and members of student achieves at a higher vocational and technical college, involved an analysis of its current management, members, teaching qualification, and activity situation. This is current management situation. The tab 2 and tab 3, and the tab 4 and tab 5 is current member situation. The tab 6 and tab 7 teaching qualification situation, and the tab 8 is current activity situation. The next characteristic of a higher vocational and technical college. Based on my analysis of the current situation of student achieves at a higher vocational and technical college, I found that it has following characteristics. The first of these is that its management fixed, but is not systemic. The student achieves at a higher vocational and technical college have been operating for many years and currently have management systems. Each of them has their own management strategies, as well as fixed model ranging from the selection of student leader to teacher-student communication. Moreover, based on the exciting management systems, students and teachers can regularly conduct training and prepare varied activity and competition. However, this is still need improvement and involvement, a situation will achieve management. It lacks a systemic management state mandate that these chiefs as a whole or the school as a unit should be management as a group. The second of this is that the school lacks a strong source of higher achieving and talented students. Based on its current management situation, I found that the chiefs have very few who have 3 or more years of specialty systematic learning, which is largely connected with the school's lack of higher achieving and talented students. The third of this, insufficient technical qualification and service turnover among the faculty that serves for the school student achieve. Lecture and answers process excited half of overall amount of art faculty service, even though the faculty advice team was capable of developing art course and were invited. The teacher-student rate of the student achieves was still insufficient, and one person was often in charge of multi-achieves in education. All of the faculty's advisors were a manager, and there was a lack of management managers, which resulted in the school student leaders theoretical instruction related to management. The first of this is that also the campus culture is well developed, with the student achieves at a higher vocational and technical college performance of campus They still lack brand influence in addition compared with other high-achieving athletes. They are not competitive enough to attract people's attention and lack education opportunities to display these artists and communicate with others. The first applicable process for Unhagar Vocational and Technical College. Regarding these characteristics of Unhagar Vocational Technical College, I have proposed 4 correction applicable proposals for the school. This consists of strengthening its management systems, enhance student quality and creating a sense of belonging, increasing its teaching qualification, and improving its on-the-off-campus communication and composition. The first, strengthening its management system. This trip's development is not only the responsibility of the department but also an aspect of cultivating student talent. This is also important round of this managing campus culture and school's brand development. As a result, these trips must become more systematic, while also including some within the entry scope of influential management studies. The second, enhancing student quality and creating a sense of belonging. In order to enhance the quality and amount of recruited students who have unique talents, the school should put more effort into its promotion work for recruit students so that more examination candidates can learn about its advantage when conducting on-campus student recruitment is necessary for the school to actively display the advantage of its student achievements to attract enthused students. In addition, the school must do all it can be convince its highest achieving and artistic gifted students to join their student achievements. Behind recruiting new students, the school should also do its best to prevent turnover among its staff members. Building the goal of teamwork and a team-based culture can provide students with collective concerns and increase team cohesion. The third, increasing its teaching qualification. Regarding the school's teaching team, besides planning and recruiting specially focused areas, the school should also receive teacher staff who have a background in management and convince them to join the team so they can improve the management of students. Moreover, among the current teacher staff, the school should also provide the teacher with more opportunities for training and learning to make it easier for them to management and efforts. Furthermore, the school should do its best to improve its teachers' performance review and other aspects instead of having them bluntly performance irresponsibly out of a sign of a duty. It should embolden them to be free from their professor contractions, thereby helping to reduce turnover. The first improving is on the off-campus communication and cooperation. The school should actively report the government regarding various factors of financial support. It should also enhance its enterprise institution relations as well as increase its chief's inter-college communication. Moreover, it should use different performance and stage to understand different workers of itself. Provides students with more opportunities for them to display their talent and imperceptibly influences plan and student employment by pros assistance. The fifth, conclusions. This paper, your students achieve at Hager Vocational and Technical College as a case study. The director of the department in charge of this chip is grant tutors. Chief director and grant leaders were interviewed respectively in development history, current management status, current member status, current focus status, and current activity status were investigated. Analysis of the management system, student structure, faculty strengths, and activity scope of Hager Vocational and Technical College finds that students achieve at China's Hager Vocational and Technical College have the following characteristics. The first, management has begun to development but is not systematic. The second, enrollment quality is low and talent is scarce. The third, the focus is limited and has high turnover. At the first year is a diverse field campus culture, but its branding is not distance. A flexible is proposed based on these characteristics. First, the school should object its job process, implement reward and punishment systems for trip members, and use financial discretion to improve the systematic aspect of the trip's management system. Second, the school should enhance its effort to recruit and enroll art major, increase the overall purpose of the school's art course, and start specially the program for the students achieves to improve students' quality and sense of belonging while address problem with talent culture. The third, the school should recruit more specially than management tutors for the students. Art trip. Improve the art tutors assessment match and provide more training opters to solve the problem of lack of focus and employer turnover. Finally, the school should create opportunity to participate in off-campus activity and enhance its can influence by applying for government funding programs as well as contacting the school's corporation, enterprises, sub-district offices, and nearly higher education instruction. This research is sun-funded because it nurtures the gap between the development of students achieved at undergraduate institutions and those of vocational and technical college in China. Higher education schemes enhance equality of art education in China's higher education institutes and programs fundamental. Idea for future research on students achieved at China's higher vocational and technical college. In future research, the same students achieved at different colleges can be comparison to conduction, and in this investigation of the development and management of students achieved at higher vocational and technical college to continue towards increased equality in China higher art education. All of about my presentation. Thanks.